Hi everyone, I'm welcoming all of you back from the paper and I hope you guys did well. The messages I'm getting lots of messages regarding the paper and first of all, I'm really glad that you all had watched yesterday's video because a lot of students have been saying that that really helped them manage time properly and the techniques that were told in yesterday's video. Now, my views on today's paper is that after gathering feedback from different students. So what I have come to the conclusion is that the paper was easy. It was simple, it was easy, it was very easily manageable. Time was also not a problem. Most of the questions were repeated from the exam. So even the supply side policies question, the question on trade protection was repeated, even the question on demerit goods price controls, all was repeated. It was only the question on Gini coefficient that was bothering you guys. Otherwise, even if you had ignored that question or left that question, you could have easily attempted the second question on microeconomics. I think section B, the second question was something that it had to be attempted. If I was the student, if I was attempting the paper, I would have attempted that question on demerit goods and price controls. The case study on inflation and unemployment was fairly simple as well. So I don't think that there is any reason for a lot of students to not be able to perform well in the paper because the questions were simple, they were repeated. Now I'm speaking to those who, were not able to perform that well in the paper in the sense that let's say that one of the questions they messed up. Either they messed up, they were not able to complete that question, or maybe they misinterpreted the question or they didn't really write the question as it was supposed to be executed in the exam. So, first of all, there's no need to panic because if one question cannot really spoil your grade. Why? Because if the rest is all correct, if the rest satisfies all the assessment objectives, if the rest of the questions have been fairly executed well in the exam, so one question will not do any harm to your grade. You're done with paper 2. Now comes paper 1. Paper 1 of AS Economics is not the same as paper 1 of O levels and IGCSE. O level IGCSE paper 1 is very easy. You can study 3-4 days before the exam and do it. But paper 1 of AS Economics is challenging and technical and confusing as well. The MCQs are not easy, they are confusing. You have to ensure sufficient practice. We have had experiences in the past in the sense that we have data to suggest us that students have in their breakups they have gotten A's in paper 2 and a B in paper 1 and overall they ended up with a B. We also have data suggesting that students got a B in paper 2 and an A in paper 1 and overall they got an A. So paper 1 it means hence we conclude, hence it follows that paper 1 can either make your game or it can break your game. It can change your game or break your game. So it's a game changer basically. It follows that paper 1 is very important. You have to study for paper 1. Now how do you need to approach paper 1? How should you approach the MCQs, topicals, whether you should do topicals or yearly? I will make a separate detailed video for that. But this was just 2 cents on the paper. Again, don't lose hope, right? Especially those who are not able to perform that well. You still are not in deep waters right now. You still are not, but you will be in deep waters, probably drowning in the sea if you do not attempt, if you do not practice paper 1 and end up screwing your paper 1. So I would like to hear feedback from you or maybe in the comments. So definitely get back and I'll see you all in the next video.